So it's Marcus here. I've just been listening to a very interesting video by about the words of Neville Goddard, who very many souls are inspired by, and rightly so. And it reminded me of something that has been coming up several times over the last year at least, and that is how much we create our reality, our life. Our life is created by us, no one else. We can blame other people, of course, for our lives being terrible or not as good as we want, but that's not the truth. The truth of the matter is we have ourselves to thank for our good life, and we have ourselves to admonish at times for our not so good life. And the secret, he was saying in this video, or via this lady, the secret was that when you make the wrong thoughts about your life that you realize are not what you really wanted, that you go back and re-look at these thoughts at the end of each day and change them. Because nothing is really that instantaneous in this way of working, in as much as our thoughts are making our life as it is. There is, well, we could say time. There's no time, obviously, in this instance, but there is a delay of these things coming to pass. Sometimes they come to pass immediately, and sometimes they come to pass in the next 12 months. You can't really say when. It's always at the right time, of course. And so the message I had in, I think it was 1993, maybe 1994, was, I mentioned this before in several videos I've done. I was driving up to see some friends, very spiritual beings actually. And as I was driving towards them, I was coming to a slip road off the motorway. And I saw this vision of, it was like a perspex or glass bubble in the sky. And in that bubble was what looked like a brain, but it wasn't a brain. I knew right away it wasn't a brain, it was my soul. And that soul was looking down. I could feel it looking down on me. And I was told in an instant that my life is actually my own. My life is the imagination of this soul, or the feeling of this soul was governing my life. And at the time, I left it at that, really, because I didn't fully understand until now, or until recently, what this was about. And what it was about, basically, is that we're aware, as advanced souls, advanced spiritual beings, that our lifetime in the physical here, our soul's journey through this physical existence, is governed by our thoughts, if you like, our feelings, our emotions. What we put out, or as the great Master Jesus said, what we put out, so shall we reap. And this is the true meaning for me of that, inasmuch as what we think, what we emotionally react to, how we emotionally react actually, and how our astral and etheric bodies react to things, is what will create our reality. And I've tried to put this into a few of the videos I've done recently, but it's not something I've been able to put my finger on exactly until now. And I'll try and I can't put a link to the video because I'm not sure I'm allowed to, but I will put the name of the video and where you can find it. It's in the description. Because it was really spot on, in my view, what they were saying. And basically, when I come into this lifetime as a soul, my soul's journey, I've already arranged what I want to learn in this life, or what I want to fulfill in this lifetime, what I want to be able to do in this lifetime. And so I've already set that up. But when I come into the physical, I'm not supposed to remember, because if I did, it would colour how I react to things in my life. If I knew, this is why personally I don't like for me to do regression, because I don't really want to look back. I just want to go forwards, because it can colour how we live our lives, knowing too much about where we've been, what we've done, and what we're supposed to be doing here. It would affect how we do it, how we react to it, how we interpret it. Everything has to be done from a clean slate, really, in my view. And so, what I would like to say here is the video mentioned something that is very apt for me at this moment. And that is, I want to change something that's happening in my life to be beneficial to me. I want it to be a certain reaction. I want the outcome to be what I wish it to be. So if I find that that is what I want, and I know it's what I want, I have to believe it 100%, or as much to 100% as I can. And when I believe it, that means I imagine the outcome by believing, and that will be the outcome. It's not about how it will be the outcome, because that's neither here nor there. Then that's not really important. How it will manifest is not important. What's important is that we focus on the outcome that we desire, and it will come to pass. May not come to pass in the time frame you wish it to, but it will come to pass in the time that's right, in the time that everything can fall into place. That's how these things work, apparently. And so, I know now that what I want to manifest is what I believe will manifest. I believe I'm going to be healthy and well for many, many years, and that will be the manifestation for my life. I believe that. I believe that we will be happy and healthy, all of us, for the rest of our lives, and that is what will manifest. I believe that what is coming forward to us is what we desire, and that will manifest. And as soon as we fall foul and start going, oh no, I don't think this is going to happen now because this and this is happening, as soon as we do that and we jump off the belief in what you want to believe in, that's where we can change things sometimes, not for our best interest. And that's where we have to say, at the end of the day, this is what this video was about, that's where we have to say, hold on a minute, I think I may have wrong think, actually, slight wrong think. I think I've had wrong think there, because I've let myself go away from my desire, which is what I believe everything will be in my life. I've diverted myself from that belief, and so I've made it less positive. I want to change that now. I believe that this is how it's going to be, and go back to what you believe you want it to be. And it will not be affected by those negative thoughts, or those thoughts that are different from your belief. Anyway, I'm sure if this is happening for me, it's happening for others. That's why I want to put it out, and I will be putting it out as soon as possible. So, namaste. Have a listen to the video I mentioned. It's really informative and very beneficial for us as human beings going forward, onwards and upwards. Thank you for listening. Till next time.